Guess what time it is, Nick?
What time is it?
Guess what time it is, Nick?
Lunchtime?
It could be lunchtime, but it's not lunchtime. Guess what time it is, Nick?
It's morphin' time?
Yes, no. It's Celebrity Deathmatch time, everybody. Yes. So, you can beat up all the really crazy celebrities that you always hated.
The old new celebrities. No,
Yes, the old new ones. Not just the new ones, but the old new ones. Yeah, you know, like Marilyn Manson and Carmen Electra, like all the guys that were really popular
back in the
14
day.
14 years ago.
Now we don't know who they are anymore.
Yeah.
Ah.
What a game.
Yeah. What a game. What a glorious game.
Yeah. So, anyways,
this is
a lot
Celebrity
of crazy
Deathmatch.
This is Celebrity Deathmatch.
Deathmatch.
So, anyways, some of these characters are you wouldn't really know anymore.
Yeah. Like I actually had to Google Dennis Rodman just to see where I knew him from.
Exactly. It's kind of dated, but still it's a fun game.
It's dated.
I mean, there's Mr. T, who everyone should know, Cleo, Marilyn Manson, Carmen Electra, whatever her first name is, Margolis, Carrot Top, Tommy Lee. I mean, there's so many characters in this game, but since it's 14 years later,
you wouldn't know who half these characters are.
Yeah,
and the only reason why I knew
born
like
at that time
some
period.
characters because they're memes.
I mean, this game, you're buying it simply for the fact you're like, I'm beating Marilyn Manson up, I'm beating up, you know,
Miss
Dennis
Cleo.
Rodman or Cleo, or, you know, it's not about
or
the
I get to make my
graphics.
own character to beat up.
Yeah, exactly. This was
But
from the time period
it's
where there's
like-
tons of custom characters, and there was like a big thing, like the biggest thing in gaming for a few years was you can make your own character, you can make this guy, you can make this guy. So
yeah,
you shake your head.
it's a really difficult game. Like
It's
it's fun.
just-
It's very funny. The jokes are good.
But see, I tested it yesterday, and then I saw today, like after our second or third match, some of their comments were starting to repeat. I'm like, like.
But they didn't repeat like, nah, no.
Well, yeah, it's not. It's just I see it as like you can play this game, you can play as the characters. I see it like a party game, like drinking party game. It's like
I wouldn't even call it because the
it's
point
not
of
even a multiplayer like Smash Brothers party game.
Yeah,
more
it's
of
like a one-on-one.
Hey, look at this crazy novelty game that I have.
Yeah.
that I found at a yard sale, garage sale. That's
Thrift
what it feels
store.
like. Yeah. So
it's weird. It's funny.
it's funny, but I see it getting repetitive quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Mr. T van, that's cool to see. Or Marilyn Manson calling up some guy from hell, I assume.
Miss Cleo's. I like Miss Cleo's fights. I like Miss Cleo's fighting ability. She uses tarot cards to fuck
definitely
you up.
like a mystery game you would just whip out of nowhere and be like, ha ha! You
Yeah.
know, millenniums, you wouldn't know what this game is because you were born 3 years ago. So, graphically, you can't really judge it by the graphics because it's one of those games where it's not about the graphics, it's more about the entertainment value. I just don't see it lasting, unfortunately, because there's only so many characters, and it's one of those fun novelty games. You find it for $5, go for it. The animations, as you saw, like Jerry Springer would flip over, and like the graphics, there's
The graphics
bare
are
minimum. Like,
they're bare
there's
minimum.
bare
but-
minimum. Then there's like this.
Yeah, it kind of
And
looks
like the girls dancing are like this. And
yeah, it kind of looks though like the classic claymation style, which I think
Yeah.
Celebrity Deathmatch had.
yeah, that's what they were going for, but it's like a really basic, really basic setup with the graphics and sounds. You're not going to expect it to be, it's not going to wow you or anything.
It's not going to change your life like, say, God Eater or No Man's Sky.
It's not going to really like affect you, and really, this is a game that you play purely for the entertainment value. Don't expect amazing graphics, don't expect amazing sounds, don't even expect decent animations as you saw.
Yeah.
Where the characters like they run around and then they run around and they can't even
do anything.
hit each other, and
Yeah.
And this is like a shock value game, really.
This game, I actually, it's only good if somebody else was playing it, so that you could see how shocked people like. For example, I think I was doing some good commentary where, you know, Marilyn Manson just summons some weird guy from beyond the grave to snatch you up.
Yeah, it's a crazy game. It's fun for that, you know, 15 minutes to maybe an hour, but I couldn't see myself playing it constantly. It's just one of those, like, I'd pull this game out because it's so out there game.
Yeah,
but we were talking about a sequel. A sequel would be awesome. I mean,
a
the
sequel
amount
would
of
be
celebrities
good.
they could do
Would be enormous.
But the nice thing about this game is the randomness of the attacks. Like Tommy Lee has his like cymbals, he has his drumsticks that he fires.
But they're accurate to their character too.
Yeah.
Like Dennis Rodman, baseball player, he throws baseball.
Basketball.
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 I can't even think of the other moves. We didn't get a chance to play as Carrot Top. I think we were bored at that point. So you only start with 3 stages, which is kind of lame. You think they would let you have all the stages and everything.
And I mean, when I was playing the game, this is the biggest gripe I had with this game. When you beat up your opponent, it's one of those fighting games where you have to lay a fatality on someone.
Yeah.
So, like, it's telling you to kill, and you're trying to find out how to kill. The idea is to charge up your super meter.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you launch your super finishing move and it misses, or they do something that causes the finisher to not work.
Yeah, you can't do your finisher.
And then you have to wait and build up that meter. It reminds me of an old game on the Super Nintendo called Ultraman.
Yeah.
Which was a similar fighting game.
Very hard too.
Similar fighting game with a similar mechanic. And that sucked.
Yeah. And you could tell that they didn't really like test that out or enough.
Yeah. Like the game is like if a game is fun, like if the game's not fun, what's the point of playing?
I find this game's fun. I don't. The one player mode, I guess, is what you're supposed to play through
to unlock the stuff, obviously.
But
we chose just to jump straight to Deathmatch, just to play random one-on-one battles.
Like the concept's great, but the execution, unfortunately, because you then have to play through, and it's like I don't want to play through. I just want to play against whoever I want to play against.
Yeah.
So it's like forced.
The custom characters. Okay, the custom characters in God Eater, they're all right, but the custom characters in this, they don't even pay lip service to the characters.
Oh yeah,
they don't even have them talk.
It's just you.
It's just like.
And you.
It looks like he's ready to fight. He doesn't all the celebrities give off their like
voice acting,
ass-kicking one-liners, and this guy's like, and this guy's ready to fight. No.
I think that's where all the money went for this game was the announcers. Everything. But it's one of those games that you know it's supposed to be a novelty game, but you know it's just so bad.
Yeah,
and we covered a number of bad games in a row, so this is sort of like a revisiting of bad games.
I played some bad games with you, Jim. But at least those bad games allowed you to actually finish a game. There was only one other game that was literally unplayable. And that was because the graphics were so fucked up, we could only play in one certain mode. And even then, you could still play it. Soup.
You can play this game, but it's just, I find before you unlock
finish it.
All the stages, you don't want to keep playing, and that's the problem. It's the first 15 minutes, great, you're excited, looks cool. Once you see all the moves, the voice acting starts to repeat after the first
and it just loses the novelty. So
yeah, and suddenly you're like, this is a bare bones game.
Like I can't even recommend this as like a random. Like this is like one of those games where you can only play it once and then you chuck it in the trash bin because you're done. And
I think I've actually seen a lot of copies of this on PS2.
A used tissue would have more fun than. Okay, that's a little too harsh.
Does it tissue? Yes.
Okay, that's a little too harsh. There's some good bits of it, but it definitely feels like
it's you see it once or twice and then it's like now it's
repeating. I can't rate this
something else.
I can't rate this any higher than a 5.
I can't rate this any 5. It passes, but it still sucks.
If I were to give like a pitch medium, I wouldn't even rate it as low as 2. I'd just give it a 3 to 5.
All right.
Like, it's alright, but it's like, it could have been better. It could have been...
If they spent the extra time and had the money and resources, yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, there are so many few games where...
That's what I'm saying, you know, they should just have a sequel and, you know...
A playable
get
sequel.
a Kickstarter and they could fix everything that they couldn't do for some reason or another, like finish the animations properly.
And, like, with actual better... Like, because... Who the hell would even know who Miss Cleo is if
That's the problem.
I didn't even know who Miss Cleo was until I saw like a parody Flash video about Kermit fighting this random guy on the street.
That's the problem. It's a very in the moment game, and now 14 years later, it's like what? Like who's this person? I know. But...
I wonder if the people who made it are Seltzerberg, the guys behind Epic Movie, Disaster Movie, Meet the Spartans, Vampires Suck.
I don't even know that game studio, so
it's not even it's a movie studio.
Long gone. I'm talking about the ones that made this game. But anyways, that's my rating, 5 out of 10. It sucks, but it's still some fun, but be wary. That's why I say.
Yeah, I'm just giving this turkey 2 thumbs down.
2 turkeys down. All right. Keep on gaming, guys.
Adios.
Bye-bye. Your outro.
Oh, right. Good fight. Good night.
Good night.